It's sad because there's so many jobs that are being lost because of bad management and bad decision making. And Paul's right. 5 years ago, this would have been easier. What's weird to me is that she walked away from a similar deal less than a month ago. She has three people in place with new business plans, selling assets, and then comes back to the table, right? And it's like, you don't have a CEO there. You have three co-CEOs. It's been managed to death, right? And we would have argued 3 years ago when they went into streaming that they didn't understand their balance sheet. They couldn't afford a streaming war because all their exposure to profits are tied to cable networks, right? So the decision to do what they did was idiotic. And they could have stopped along the way and rethought the strategy. But she went to a place where she had few options. I would have preferred, if I was a shareholder, to see where the new three CEO strategy played out before she went back to the table. It's just look at the amount of wealth lost in the Redstone family versus the Murdochs, right? Or the Roberts family, right? Like they were all in similar places 20 years ago when Paul covered the sector, and their fortunes have diverged massively because of bad decision making. It's that simple. It really is.
So I guess, Michael, the attention now probably moves to Warner Brothers Discovery. Thank goodness David Zaslav's out in Sun Valley holding court as he likes to do. What happens to that company?
Yeah, the big issue they have right now is it appears they're going to lose the NBA. And the NBA is the most important asset they have in their cable network business, right? If they lose the NBA, and there's some question about will they go after the NBA and say, look, we have a right to renegotiate, that it's not clear if they've lost it or not. So this is going to be fun to watch. But he will need to replace the NBA with something else. I don't know what that something else is because there's really nothing available of the NBA scale to license now. I just think, again, having all that leverage tied to cable networks is a very, very tough hand.
Right.
He has very few options here. Either, there's not a lot of M&A left to do. There's not a lot of sports rights to buy. He has to manage the business down, basically. Right.